Keep forgetting to unmute. Anyways, oh, didn't I think it's because I went on a hurry. Okay. We'll just do it again, I guess. I'll just do it again, whatever. Doesn't matter. Good warm-up, I guess. I don't know. Next time I want to do the same thing. So it's clearly a mistake. I'll be doing the DLCs already. Just wasn't for that mistake. Wow. The fucking feral form is just destroying me right now. fine, it's fine. Oh wow. Wow, okay, that hit me. Wow, okay, that hit me. I don't remember where I did reload. But I remember it didn't take me too long. Like maybe, I don't know, somewhere between 1 and 3 tries. I really thought that was gonna be enough. Yes, don't block. I don't know. I don't know how the fuck that I didn't get that block right there. Now hit me. Yes, sure, just go through the fucking guard, why not? struggling so much right now with this. It's like one of the fights that I know the most about. It's just, for whatever reason, it's not really working right now. Oh wow. Putísima madre. Putísima madre, man. Okay. Whatever, man. I'll do all the menus or whatever later. Other timer as well. Well, because I just quit out before actually finishing the mission with the cutscenes and shit. Oh. Okay, so here we are back. I'm doing this like what? I think I started it on Monday, so this is Friday, so 5 days later, 4 days later, I guess. Had to redo the last fight because I quit out before saving. So yeah, gonna do some menus and whatnot. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing this much, honestly, because, you know, if I don't see much interest in it, I'm not gonna bother. So it's all gonna depend on that. Also, I'm gonna do this. So if it's well received, then I'll continue. If not, then I'm not gonna bother. Things like write this, like maybe that. This is good. It's not a lot of things that I'm actually gonna benefit from with this. I guess I'll do this as well. Is there anything that I want to get here? Maybe that actually. Just I'm not that much of a fan of like many of the other skills in comparison. Let's go for damage. Okay, let's go. Oh, I forgot to do one thing actually. Probably I should do that now. Yeah, I went to the door and everything, I really didn't check. Let me check before, actually, before I try to even do that. Because I might not have enough. Yeah, I don't have enough. Okay, cool. Let's continue. That was not particularly lucky. Mainly because that's like extremely rare. Haven't seen that before. I think. We have getting killed by that wolf. Well, yeah, I don't know, like, it's not that there's no interest, but definitely don't notice as much interest as in the previous ones. I don't know, hold on, we'll see if it works on YouTube when I made the video. Not really like thinking about these things too much, but you know, it is what it is. It is tied to my motivation, so it has become important. Yeah, that was really bad. Probably should have maybe hoped for another block. I don't know if it was salvageable. I shouldn't have done that. Should have just cancelled. Whatever. It's not a hard fight. I just tried to be fancy and I get punished by that. Anyways. The longer or I guess the less damage that I do, in general, the fancier I'm gonna try to be, just to amuse myself a little bit. Because otherwise the fight just takes a bit too long for me. Okay. That was too early. I didn't dodge with the counter. What? Feel like I got robbed right there, man. Anyways. Fuck, I got confused right there, it's okay. I didn't think he was gonna do that at the moment. Ah, man. Too many mistakes. We need to fit in like the... what is it called? The Omni slice more often. mean, I totally not betraying me right there. And again. Okay. Wow, okay. Fuck you. I really thought it was gonna be enough. Should have just released whatever. Yeah, after this quest, definitely. Yo, X Machine, welcome. How you doing? You're the first one around. What's popping? This one's head, probably. I mean, what? Wow, I thought... I'm rolling. Thinking too much. Bullshit! Bullshit! Oh, come on, man. That was some fucking bullshit right now. Anyways, how you doing? Doing okay, by the way. Where's my sentence? No, it is not. Also, I cannot be using mods because this is PS5 version. You know, there's no mod for console and everything. Like the sentence bar is just purple. Like, I mean, now it's white, obviously, because it's charging. Sometimes, though, there's a glitch where it just becomes purple before it even charges. I'm not sure why that happens, but sometimes that happens. It just doesn't really affect anything. It looks purple before it charges. Yes! What is a dodge? I don't know, I haven't seen it in a while. The game just doesn't know how to dodge apparently, because press the fucking stupid button and nothing happens. Like, we all know I saw that coming a mile away, so there's no way that I didn't try to dodge. But here we are, like the game just didn't do it. Sir, this guy is like more aggressive the less you see him. Like if it's against the wall, you can barely see it because camera issues in this game. It just becomes more aggressive for whatever reason. What a robbery this is, man. How the fuck did that not enter? Wow, okay, sure. Is the swordsman stuff, because you know I'm doing like sword only, so may as well just use a set that benefits that. It's weird how this is, I think the only, I was gonna say monster, I think this is the only boss or enemy that yeah, that was a mistake from my end, by the way, that just doesn't do anything when it runs out of ki. Like everyone else is just either ignores the rules of the game or he just attacks you until you attack him first, or attack them first, so you interrupt them. But this guy just doesn't do anything, he just keeps slow walking. So you can just prep the big damage if you want. That's what I'm trying to do, but next thing. Yeah, I'll build different. Unless I'm like somehow forgetting about someone else, but pretty sure I'm not. I was gonna die anyways there, even if I tried to dodge the first part. Oh, camera, the biggest enemy. Could have finished this fight like fucking 15 minutes ago, but here we are. Yeah, this is the... Just doing that when I'm like not... I don't have the weapon out, so it doesn't work as well. It doesn't work. Yeah. Just really don't like it when like you're against the wall and you cannot really see properly. It just becomes more aggressive as well at the same time because I don't know. Ideally you want to keep him like away from the wall, but it's like everything you do just puts you in the wall. Oh wow. That's a bit of a mistake, but it's okay. I don't know why I did that. Whatever. Like, I wasn't meant to press the square button, I was meant to press the triangle button. But here we are. Die. Ah. Scuffed. Very scuffed fights. So yeah, Master Swordsman ropes and whatnot. Yeah, that's the thing that I have. Do I have anything to use? I don't know if this is gonna be enough to level up or anything. Yeah, it's not even close. This next fight is gonna be a bit of a pain in the ass, but yeah, it's okay. Assuming I end early, I might do some Monster Hunter. If not, then I'll do Monster Hunter tomorrow. At least that's what I want to do. Guess I'll do one try without even the thing, and then if I die, I'll just do the thing. I think the idea is to mainly do like a bunch of damage before it even switches phases. I think that's gonna be for the best, probably. I should probably switch to the other one if I The good thing is that I should be doing enough damage on them for... Oh wow. Did not think that was actually gonna reach me. I do not remember getting grabbed by that before, by the way. Yep. Latifi talking. Latifi talking even more. Ah, fuck. Yeah. After this, we'll do the quest to do more damage, the dodge quest to do more damage, and things will be a bit more efficient. that's not cool. That's good. I could have done the thing. Oh well. Okay, we're done here. GG's. Now we're gonna do the Borgia. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, he just doesn't care. He rolled with. That was pretty bad on my end, but whatever. Okay, so we have this one. We get that as well. The other one, if I remember correctly, was just key consumption, yeah. What else can we get that is useful for us? Phenomenal is not that useful. There's from behind, I guess. Make sure that it's not around. Off, thank you. Because I really fucking dislike that being around. Alright, let's go. Let's head east. So I don't know if people are interested in this kind of run. It doesn't seem like there's like a ton of interest. I mean, I'm also like, lately I'm not streaming much. I'm very irregular with my streams, just I don't know, just doing other things and not really feeling like it too much. Yeah, I don't see anything else. I don't remember if I can do this start. Well, I kinda can. Hard fight. Oh man. No, it's kind of funny to me that some fights I have like zero issues doing them, but you know, some of them are supposed to be harder. Speaking of harder, we got this one. Oh wow. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, with this I'm supposed to have like the parry actually. The good thing is that I don't really need to have it like nearly because I don't really lose time. Stop spamming that, please. Nope. Oh, fuck you. Almost did a crasher there, but the lingering hitbox got me. Imagine if from all the fights on the DLCs, the one that I'm gonna struggle with the most is fucking Benkei of all things. Probably not, but it could be. To be honest, I did troll a lot on the Benkei fight, but I guess I could get the other shrine, but to be honest, I don't think I'm gonna struggle too much with this fight. We'll see. Well, I'll try to get this shrine. See how bad it is. I do have way more damage than, you know, some of the other runs that I've done, but we'll see. So I would like to know what people think about this kind of runs. Or if people would rather just do, you know, me do something else, like Kazan or something. Okay, so this run is actually way easier than all the other runs, just because of my damage being actually good. Yeah. Oh wow. Oh wow, that hit. Sure. That hit me. Wow. Somehow I didn't dodge that. Okay, GG's. Next. I mean, technically this one is stronger, so I guess I'll continue with this one. Guess I could get the other one. Sure, more luck, why not? Don't really have any other significant thing to do anyways.
猫又よ、しきりに目をこすっておるが、いかがした？
I don't know why I even bother getting that. I don't really need it. Speaking of things that I don't need. What am I doing? Oh, by the way, I changed my settings on the both the screens, but especially this one. I think I didn't have good settings for eye comfort. We will see, but I feel like now it's doing better. So yeah. I mean, it's a bit more dim than I would want. You know, it's a bit pale the way it looks right now, but you know, better than Straight in my eyes. I tried looking for proper settings on you know, my particular monitors, but I didn't get like good examples. It was like no real settings for the exact model. So yeah. Yo, Demi, welcome. How you doing? They're the first one on YouTube today. If I sit there, then it will continue close enough in range. Finished Dream of the Demon. Firing Wise. I'll read the rest in a moment. Enemy layout sucks. For the new year, makes it bearable. Yeah, the material is the orange one, unless you have to change the color. Normally people don't change it, but just in case you want to see it. Okay. You're dead. Yes. I mean, it doesn't behave exactly the same. It is different, you know. But yeah, there was White Tiger in Neo 1 and there's White Tiger in Neo 2 in the second DLC, in this case. Last main mission. If you're interested, which you may not, but I'm gonna say it anyways. In Japanese, they call him Byakko, which, if you're aware, you have Suzaku, Seiryu, Genbu, and Byakko. Those are the 4 divine beasts, or what are they called? Something else? I think they're called divine beasts. They have like the same kind of idea also in the Chinese mythology. They had it on Wolong, for example, but it's just different names. You know, White Tiger, Blue Dragon. Suzaku being the red bear, you know, the phoenix kind of thing. And then Genbu being like the black tortoise. we have seen like Yu Yu Hakusho. It's like the Four Beast arc, you know. The first one they see is Genbo, then they see Byakko, Seiryu, and Suzaku's boss. Well, in this case they are not yokai. Yeah, Baku is like the dream catcher, is like the one... is the one that Otakamaru has, right? But I mean, I know that I have never seen them referred as yokai. Like with yokai, you know, like, you know, Kappa. You have you know, the basically every regular yokai that you see around, and then some bosses and whatnot. A white tiger is an exception because you fight him as a yokai, but you know, it's also a guardian spirit. You know? It's like Nekomata turned into Byakko and he can control it. But yeah. That's like the exception. The other ones are just guardian spirits. You know, this one technically also, but you know, with an extra layer of context, I guess. Shine. In general, like the pretty much all yokai enemies. I say pretty much because I'm not for sure if it's all of them. But they are like, you know, they come from mythology, like they didn't invent them. It's just maybe they interpreted in a particular way that wasn't really interpreted before, or they just took like a particular interpretation that they like more than others. Like for example, Rokuro Fube, they... oh fuck. I think in some interpretations it's just like a long neck, you know, like with a head or not. And in others it just flies around like the head, like it separates from the body. There's actually several SCPs, you know, I don't know if you follow anything about SCPs, been inspired by, or you know, like literally copied from Japanese mythology with the yokais and whatnot. One of them is the Furukubi, and that one, at least the version that I saw, was the flying one. They also have like the Gashabakuro as well. Fuck all. Oh, fuck. Ah, fucking piece of shit. Just as a curiosity thing, what would you change if you could from Neo 2 to make it better in your eyes? Or add, change or add? Less loot, more complex level design. These are optional boss arenas. Levels in Neo are super straightforward. I mean in Neo 1, I guess, for the most part. In Neo 2, I think the level design is pretty good. Some of them are not don't lack complexity at all. Yeah, interesting. Oh, come on, bro. I definitely agree with the less loot. The way I see it, I think on New Game, there should not be like all these loot pinata shenanigans, and they should just save it for New Game Plus. Because that's when it actually starts mattering. You know, keep it a bit more straightforward on New Game. Special effects and, you know, the pinatas. But I would say my biggest complaint about Neo 2 has to do with the way they organize in general, how they deal with how the player learns skills. And by that what I mean is, you know about the hidden skills, for example? Hidden skills are like just random loot. Instead of like being a reward for... Wow, okay, somehow that got me. Instead of being a reward for doing like a challenge or a particular optional boss or something like that, you know? Or doing things a particular way. No, it's just loot, random loot. And I don't like that. And the other thing is just the dojos. I think the dojos, especially novice and adept, are kind of pointless. They're just padding like the... Like the novice dojo is a tutorial. And in my opinion they could combine the idea of the veteran dojo and the specific weapon dojo, just like we have with like, or you know, like the final dojo of each weapon or the final dojo of magic and whatnot. they could combine it. So we get like the secret stuff and the advanced skills on the same dojo, but it's particular to this weapon. Otherwise, it doesn't make much sense. Because think about it, like in order to do a lot of just regular combos, you need to go through the dojo and do something that has nothing to do with the weapon that you're doing, or even if it wasn't like, it's just like something like super. It's like a tutorial. It's just like a stupid tutorial that just doesn't really justify you. Oh yeah, now I learned all of these skills. It should be just either story locked or not locked at all. Where is it? Like I don't have anything against like the concept of dojos being there. I just think the way they are implemented doesn't make sense. I think they should just be for, you know, unlocking the good skills for each weapon and magic, and then the rest is either story locked or not locked. Because it's just kind of annoying. And again, it doesn't make much sense. On the fact that, you know, for example, the first dojo, the novice dojo for warrior, all your weapons are locked except for the sword that they give you, the wooden sword that they give you, and with that you can unlock like all the, you know, not starting skills, but you know, like the novice level skills for all the weapons and flux. But what you're doing is literally just killing 2 fucking random ninjas, or not ninjas, like just random human enemies while doing a tutorial. It's like, it doesn't make sense, man. So I think they should be like more, yeah, like end game stuff. Like, oh yeah, like you want to learn this good skills or end game skills. Then you have this boss. You know, like you have like the dojo for practice in general, and then for challenges you have like this boss, for example, for these skills. Like maybe hidden skills. You know, I don't think you should drop block all the skills behind like some generic dojos or just basically tutorials, or you know, have nothing to do with a specific weapon or anything. Like they already went from Neo 1, like you just get proficiency and then use. You know, some skill points are used for all the weapons. Doesn't matter. It had its advantages. You know, it was comfy and whatnot. But I get why they changed it from there to specific to the weapons, even if it's more annoying. It's by the way the proficiency gain. You know how fast you can learn skills in this game is pretty slow. In general, compared to New 1. But yeah, it makes sense, right? But then you have this approach of the dojos, which is still generic as fuck and doesn't make sense. So yeah, those 2 things maybe combine it. You know, how they organize the skills, and then you know you also have things like. Skills being tied to a specific input when it could be in another input that does exactly the same, you know, and because of that, they collide with another weapon. So you can not another weapon, another skill, and you cannot use you cannot have both skills equipped at the same time. just because of that. I think it's just kinda dumb as well. That it was like that. Oh well. I mean, there's missions that are basically boss rush. Multiple of the blue ones, for example. Some of the side ones in the DLCs. Yes, that hit me. Lovely hitboxes. Wow. Lightning debuff, what a nice debuff. But yeah, if they make it so the combo potential is better as well, that'll be nice. But I think the combat system itself, I think doesn't need much tweaking in comparison to other things. But yeah, the biggest issue that I have with the game, if that's only one that I would claim to be the biggest issue, would be the hidden skills being like this random loop. It just feels terrible. Well, do you want this specific skill from this weapon? Well, might as well just farm for fucking 2 hours and never get it because it's just fucking random. Yeah, it definitely is. Oh well. I'm not sure why they made it so it is basically like almost the same as the sloth. Well, there is other things. Personally, I'm not a fan of like the joystick input related attacks or combos. And there's also like the block. Yes, I played The Rise of the Ronin on PS5. 160 gigabytes on PC now. Chunky boy. Take you 5 days then. That's like a very slow download speed, huh? Where? What country are you from, Dimmy? You may have told me before, but right now I cannot really recall. Yeah. I'm not the biggest fan of that, but overall I'm okay with it. The issues that I have with running are different than that thing. Just in general, like what they have done is I'm not happy with how the system works. Other people are. I am not. Then again, I'm very particular with how I like certain things. But to me, it feels like they could have done it way better, way more similar to what they did with Neo, and they just made like a worse version of Neo system. Georgia, original land of wine and pizza. Kidding with pizza, yeah. I assume you were kidding because definitely not. Definitely not. I mean, I guess the soul core box is just whatever. Anyways, yeah, I don't really need it. It's not gonna be helpful by any means. Okay, last DLC. After this, I might play some Monster Hunter if I see some interest. If not, I might just call it there. So, does Georgia have like bad internet in general? Some countries are, you know, they don't have good internet in general. Internet speed. Your own version of pizza much better than the European one. That's a controversial opinion. Pizza has a lot of cultism around, not only from Italy. Mara, the artist of the channel, is a big pizza cultist. You just live in a shitty area. Oh, yes. Feels bad, man. One of those that the internet doesn't, you know, the high-speed internet doesn't get there yet, right? It's like a few years ago living in a rural area around here. Too greedy for that, I guess. Guess we'll do a more standard opening. Yeah, I guess I'll start like this. Oh, wow. Our wine comes from Latin vino, which is exactly how it is pronounced in Spanish, which came from Georgian gvino. Linguistically, this is the only word that we gave to the world. This is the mission with Titi Eboshi, damn. That's the first time that I hear that. Rabia Pain, I think it's gonna be alright. As long as I don't get too greedy or I try to troll too much. I don't know, often I like to be fancy, and it kinda tends to not work. So we will see. Yeah. Should probably just focus on the key damage problem. I don't know. Things like key damage is less important now because we don't have yokai abilities to fucking punish hard, or you know, like confusion shenanigans to punish hard. So yeah, I mean, more punish when you know, like the punish window extends when we remove the key, but at the same time it's not gonna be nearly as important as with those tools. I mean, I don't have to imagine, I've already done that multiple times, sadly. Although, I thought it was gonna do the whole thing. Get fucked. Shogun's armor. Yes, there is reasons. Right now I'm going with Purity mainly because it is stronger than the corruption one that I have. You know, just bigger values. At least flat ones. I'm not gonna bother calculating with the rest, but so basically, think about this. You cannot actually imbue yourself with corruption willingly with magic, but you can with purity. In fact, purity buff is, I would say, the main elemental buff that you want to use, followed by water, right? So you can set up confusion, or you can use purity and then like another element with a yokai ability, for example, like Kasha. So you have, for example, here you set up purity, and then when it's when you remove all her ki, you use Kasha quickly, because otherwise it's gonna be too late, and then you debuff her with fire at the same time, right? So you have corruption, and then what happens? You can start punishing, you know, as much as you want, and then before the corruption ends, the confusion ends, you apply corruption with your corruption weapon, which is literally a space trap to do that with. Not only Tateboshi, but you know, we are here already, and it's like the most obvious example that I can give. You can also extend it with other elements, of course, with any of the other tools you can apply them to. Corruption usually is really easy to apply on every single enemy, so, in comparison. Like, some enemies are just not gonna let you apply other elements. Like, for example, Sukuna is immune to fire and water debuffs. It's not immune to fire and water, but just to their debuffs. Yeah, I mean, in terms of combat mechanics, excluding some stuff like that people like Shelot or Cooper, or you know, or people who are more focused on the you know, different kinds of playstyle, more focused on the end game and whatnot. Excluding that, I'm quite knowledgeable about pretty much everything regarding this game. Combat system mechanics. Because I've, you know, between speedrunning and challenge running, I've run pretty much everything in this game. At least new game related. So, I mean, there's also like the advantage of doing more damage when you debuff with corruption. But of course, you can also say that you have the advantage of keep pulsing out of blocks with impunity, right? So, you know, it depends. Defensive-wise, it is better to go with a 50 weapon. But in terms of like offensive power, corruption is better. If you only care about that particular aspect. Prefer more to think about like the elemental debuffs and the resistances and whatnot and setups. But yeah, you can do that. Shine! See, like here I have the Demon Cutter, which might be really good. But I'm not gonna change to it. Like in general, like the weapons that you want to have, unless they're set to take into account or something else to take into account. In general, if you don't have anything else to worry about that you might worry about, that you might care about a bit more, you would just go with either purity or corruption weapons. Because they're just better. Basically. Like you can apply purity or corruption to basically everything. And then they also have those special effects to them that the other ones don't have. So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, if you're using magic, you can just apply a purity to your weapon with magic. You can get corruption, like from, you know, besides yokai abilities and whatnot. You can also just use the Arcana of Serpent, I think it is. No, not Serpent. One of the Arcanas is just that. I don't remember exactly what it was. And you can apply, you know, to a certain move corruption, but I'm not too much of a fan of those, honestly. Mainly because you're not always gonna want to have like the particular element on that part, unless you have it set it up so, like for example, I have the same move on high, mid, and low, for example, and I have like one element per, and then you can just work around with that. But in general, I don't think you have like a great reason to apply Arcana if you have Yokai abilities and you have magic, you know. Because with Yokai abilities you can also do the same. You know, like, for example, you use the on Eevee Yokai ability, so forth. I mean, you can just apply fire, water, or lightning, right? For example. Yeah. I just remembered that I didn't eat my I forgot what's the term in English, whatever. Yeah, fun fact. On my first playthrough of the DLCs, which I did level 1 because extra challenge, I already knew too much about the game, so I wanted extra challenge. I first tried it. It was the only boss that I first tried, Diamond Bringer, with that. Yeah, Itsumade is a dick for sure. These two bosses in general are mini bosses, you know, whatever. Like the Suiki and the Ongyoki are the biggest pain in the fucking ass. Thankfully now we do have some damage, but they are still very annoying. Yeah, Big Bala, welcome. Come on, bro. Do something. Do something that I can punish this. That was not great. Oh, okay. That was actually pretty good. Considering. But only because she decided to do the burst attack in that moment. Otherwise it would have been pretty bad. Fuck. Almost really bad, but we'll survive. Okay, let me read that in a moment. I hope there's gonna be a Neo 3, because there's potential for these games to be a bit more. I think Neo 2 already did like an amazing job, but there's a little bit more to do, in my opinion. What I was talking about earlier, for example, I do think though that if they ever do Neo 3 and they do things, you know, as I would like, then they should stop there before maybe reinventing like another series. But I think there's potential for Neo 3. Will they ever do it? I don't know, but I think so. I think there's potential. Well, there's Ninja Gaiden 4 coming out. Although that's not just Team Ninja, it's Team Ninja and Platinum Games. Oh, well. Right, first try. Let me do this first, cause I don't remember. I think there was something. No, never mind. Nothing. The other life is fun. Wouldn't mind another one. I'm not the biggest cause I mean I like fighting games. Like it's not like I dislike them or anything like that. If I can play one, I would. But it's just a kind of game that it just in my mind. For what I would get from it, I don't want to pay full price, you know. I know it's like a weird take, probably, but I don't know. To me, like a fighting game just doesn't give me the full game price experience. Sifu Style, Dead or Alive game. I mean, they do have like the Dead or Alive Extreme. Sadly, it's only on Asia. So yeah, like I have played fighting games before, not much honestly, but it's not a game that I'll be particularly interested in. I mean, if they give me a code, then I'll do that, right? This is like, to me, like the single player experience is a bit more valuable than a game focused basically only on competition. Other players. Oh man. Yeah. Should have known, I should have known. I don't know, it's just, this boss is one of those that in this kind of challenge runs, he becomes way harder than it normally is. Wow. Like compared to other bosses. Like other bosses don't become as hard compared to the regular experience. I think it's fine. It can be a bit annoying for sure, but I think it's fine because, you know, it gives you a reason to actually use the fucking mechanic. I think it's better to have a reason to use it than to just forget about it. Doesn't matter. Because for 99% of the game, you want to dodge on low stands, but then you have those moments like this. For example, this guy with certain attacks that has too many active frames to dodge reliably on low stands. So you just do high stance roll. I think that's fine. Yep, that's bad. Then again, like if you're playing dual swords, for example, you still don't have a reason. Because you have, I mean, dual swords or Tonfa, I guess. You have Mind's Eye. The equivalent of Mind's Eye on the Tonfa, I don't remember. But yeah. Wow, okay. That got me somehow. Thank you. Then I died. I was surprised that got me, actually. If you couldn't tell. Good luck with hatchets. I despise them. Some people are hatchet cultists, but they're a minority, for sure. I don't know what they see on the hatchets, but just there are hatchet cultists. I don't know, this in general, like, they feel bad to me. Like, the way they are meant to be played, like, they're very range attack focused, which I don't like to begin with. But then also there are like their combos are pretty sluggish, like, unless you have like some particular endgame combos or hidden skill combos even, or skills rather. So yeah, I'm just not a big fan of that. That's my bad. I want to be too greedy there. Jeez. Yeah, it's just like they're like not my playstyle whatsoever. Back. Okay, GG's. Okay, so I think I'm gonna call it here actually. Tomorrow I'll do some Monster Hunter. I just want to do certain things right now. Oh yeah, let's see if I can find someone to rate. Thank you for stopping by. Let's see. Let's see who's around. Tomorrow, in theory, I should be streaming for longer. But we will see, we'll see. Okay, thank you for stopping by, Big Bala. I am gonna rate, let's see. I guess I'll rate Fetus. Haven't rated him in a while. Then again, I haven't streamed that much lately, but yeah. So, Serum, bye-bye. Have fun with Fetus' stream. He's playing Warriors Abyss, and then, according to the title, afterwards he's gonna do some Neo. So yeah, Serum, bye-bye.
Yo, Axel, thank you for the room. How was the stream? Oh, shit.
しょうがないわね。
No. Man, this new shit is hard. How was your new tube on? I finished it now.